I have the impression that this is a country where people smile a lot. And I'm attracted to the positive attitude of the people, even when faced with the challenges. I think this is a very, crucial quality in today's VUCA world. That means many, things are volatile, uncertain, and complex, and ambiguous. And I like the way people, regardless of age or gender, start dancing to the rhythm of music and drums. And coming from Japan, where the population is declining due to the high proportion of elderly people, in a sense, I envy this country. Ghana is a vibrant and promising country with many children and young people. And as you mentioned, I go through the election period. Let me some brief my impression about the elections. Shortly after arriving in Ghana, there was a presidential election on December 7th, and as a member of the election observation team in the G7 country, I went to the polling stations and the collation centers in the towns north of Accra. And I was impressed by the confidence and the pride with which the members of the electoral commissions went about their work, as they all carried out their complex tasks, including voter identification, polling station management, vote counting in orderly fashion. Although there are some incidents in some areas, largely speaking, the elections were successful and peace throughout the country. It was impressive to see, especially the candidate Mr. Bawumia concede defeat and call for restraint and unity among the people before the electoral commission made official announcement. I think coming to Ghana with what is happening, especially in northern border, I feel strongly that the peace and democracy is not something that can be taken for granted, but something that must be won and defended. And the people of this country must make a concerted effort to do so. Ghana seems to ready to be a beacon of democracy, stability, and progress on the African continent. I haven't imagined to work in the African continent, but in fact, I was pleased and honored to be selected as ambassador of Japan to Ghana. I'm not a career diplomat. I worked for the Ministry of Education, Science, Technology, Sports, and Culture for several decades. I ended my career as a deputy minister overseeing the entire management and policy of the ministry. But during my career, 30 years ago, I worked for the Japanese delegation to UNESCO, where I had a good opportunity to work closely with delegations from Africa countries on many education projects. So it was my dream and ambition to work somewhere in Africa, make the most of my modest experience and expertise. So when I heard about my ambassadorial mission to Ghana, I felt I was very lucky to be able to make the most of my humble experience and expertise to Ghana, where Japan and Ghana have developed a friendly and cordial relationship, and where education is high on the agenda. I'm proud to say that Japan's commitment to Ghana is a long-standing one, with a focus on capacity building of the Ghanaian people through close interactions with Japanese experts over many years. That is a unique one, differentiated from other countries. Speaking of the health sector, for example, the Dr. Noguchi Institute for Medical Science, one of the best institutes in Africa, as well as the maternal and child health manual, which originated in Japan, which is now disseminated in all regional health centers across the country. I would say that these are the gifts of Japan's long-standing commitment. I would like to further strengthen the commitment by encouraging more Japanese private companies to get involved in healthcare, especially. I'd like to emphasize that Japan startups such as Ajinomoto Foundation and Solar Technology, there are some handouts. For example, you can see this, handouts. Ajinomoto Foundation and other companies, NEC and SciMac, are working closely to improve maternal and child health care and nutrition. Especially Ajinomoto Foundation promotes a nutritional supplement named Coco Plus with NEC and SciMac, and provide ICT technology for health screening of mother and children. And on the other hand, solar technology, which is very good at drone and AI technology, promotes system to detect and exterminate padus inhabited by malaria-carrying mosquitoes, and aiming to eradicate malaria by using AI and drones. The company also signed a memorandum of understanding with the University of Ghana in last year, 2 years ago, regarding internships in AI development and drone and contributing to human resource development. Those areas, maybe with involvement of Japanese aspiring startup companies in healthcare sectors, is very promising one. I like to further strengthen this this end. And having said that, and I would like to explore my background, namely education, cooperation in the field of education, drawing on our experience and expertise. Education is one of the foundations of the country per se, and in Ghana, education is currently facing many challenges, as you know. And the Japanese education system and practices, we are very proud of. That is one of the top leading outcomes, which are characterized by the holistic approach. We not only focus on the academic ability skills, but also some other areas like character education, say sense of responsibility, or maybe sense of self-reliance, and teamwork. Those characters highly emphasized in Japanese school life, and together with application of ICT in education. This education system and practice are highly valued in many countries, including Africa, say Egypt. And they could provide some those practices and systems could provide some inspiration for education in Ghana. I'd like to talk to the government officials to identify some areas where Japan and Ghana can work closely together to address the challenges. As you may know, maybe the most recent example of an infrastructure project implemented in Japan is the completion of the Tima motorway flyover, which not only improves the traffic from Accra to Tima, but also connects the eastern corridor to the greater Abidjan-Lagos corridor. And we would like to see such infrastructure project that would improve connectivity among ECOWAS countries. And Ghana could do more to encourage the foreign and private sector to participate in more development projects through PPP, private-public partnerships. For example, by improving the business environment, as President Mahama expressed in his inauguration ceremony, in favor of foreign companies. It is important that relevant ministries and agencies work together in concerted manner to create an environment conducive to foreign investment in terms of tax and trade regulations, as well as a greater transparency and accountability. And maybe in Japan, chocolate is made, 80% of Japanese chocolate is made from cocoa of Ghana because of the high quality and quality control. And almost every Japanese people know the name of Ghana because of the Japanese chocolate brand called Ghana. As you know, maybe this one. I suppose the government would like to explore an industry that goes beyond just raw materials, commodity products. As the government points out, agribusiness, and especially, this is my personal opinion, processed foods such as dry fruits, dry fruits, has potential if it sharpens its market competitiveness. And in addition, although this is my purely personal opinion, apparel is an area where Ghana can differentiate itself from other countries in the world. I think Ghanaian people have an excellent sense of color combinations and sewing skills. This is a picture I bought recently. I was really stunned by this excellent sense of color combinations. Yeah, this could be very marketable, I think, across the world, I think. Okay. Right? Okay. And I think, in fact, many Japanese people, including Japanese tourists, order their original outfits in Ghana using their favorites in Ghana. There's a Japanese fashion startup that has started a clothing business in Tokyo, Cloudy, with original clothing products designed and sold in Ghana. So I look forward to seeing the Ghanaian garment industry doing new business in collaboration with other world-famous fashion brands, including Japanese fashion brand Uniqlo. This is my desire, inspiring young people in Ghana, which will create more jobs in Ghana. And this is a brochure. Maybe you could see the economic field. The company Dugas, which is an agribusiness company, which finances smallholder farmers in Ghana, especially northern part, provide them agriculture inputs, seeds and fertilizer and know-how to produce crops. And farmers pay back in maize bags. It has finance more than as many as 45,000 farmers as of now, contributing to agri productivity involvement and poverty reduction there. Another company is named Mago Motors. The name is founder of this company is Mago Nagasaka. He's originally an artist. He's creates art artwork by using some scraps of in the arbology, using the waste, educated waste.
Okay.
And this artifact sells very high price in the European market. And then Mr. Mago, Nagasaka Mago, established companies in the field of eco-friendly business, including recycling and operating some electrical bars and some agribusiness in Ghana. They hire maybe around 80 people. Those people are, in word of mouth, come from the, largely speaking, northern part of Ghana, which they have many facing challenges, including poverty. And those, young, inspiring, startup, entrepreneurs are hope for us. I like to see more, those, young Japanese, promising people, youth come to Ghana, work closely with the youth in Ghana. Expo 2025 in Osaka, from April to October. This is the showcase is future solutions for the future, social challenges, including connectivity and communication mobilities. And you can, experience a future, world and society. The Ghanaian and government participated, creating pavilion, their own pavilion. And the National Day of the, Ghana is 11 September.